Hi everyone, this is Arshad Snyder. In this lecture, I want to make sure that your database is set up correctly and that all the data has been loaded to the appropriate table. So the first thing that you need to check in your database is let me make this bigger. Okay, so the first thing that you need to check is your primary key selection. So I have my database here, so I just expand on my tables list. To check on the primary key, you simply check on each table and make sure that your primary key has been selected. So check on the next one and in the column, and they're all there. Make sure they're all there. If they're not, then you need to go back and make sure that you have chosen that the primary key for each table is chosen. The next thing that you need to check is that your primary key has been set to auto increment. And I talked about this in my previous lecture, so if you don't know how to do it, please make sure you review that lecture. And then also you want to make sure that your data have been loaded, and also we need to make sure that they're loaded correctly. So the thing that you want to check though is to view your data. You can go do that by right-clicking on your table, whatever table you want to look at, and just select Edit Top 200 Rows, and it will show you the rows that are in your tables. And one thing that you need to check is that the first row always begin with the value for primary key 1. Okay, if this is if the first row is not 1, then you will need to delete your data. And to delete your data, you just click on this row, whatever row you want to delete. And if you want to delete the whole entire table, not the entire table, but the data in this particular table, you can just click on the first one, press Shift, and then click on the very last data that you have, and then just press delete. And it will ask you to confirm deletion, and you just say yes, and it will delete all your table. But before you reload your fresh data, you will need to reset your auto increment. And I have shared with you the command on how to reset your auto increment in one of my lectures from last unit, so be sure to check on that. And also there are a few things that you need to check, which is the number of data or the number of rows that you have for each table. So the class table, I'm going to write it here so you can see it. So I am going to put, so class table will have 14 rows. Let's see, course has 14. Employee will have 50. Oops, did I say 50 and I typed 60? That's silly. Oh, enrollment will have 53 lines of 53 data sets, and instructor will have 6. Okay, so when you check your table, make sure that you have this. So for instance, if I go to my I do not have departments, and I don't know how many departments we'll have. So well, let's check. Departments will have 7. Okay, so that's how you check. And here is course, and course will have 14, and of course it matches with my specs, which is course, should have 14 rows. So if you have all these, then you are set to go with the next activity for your database project.